works. All right, cool. So some of our problems from the page 117 to 118, chapter 2 review. In this group, I think I'm going to hit the 9 to, what did we say, 9 to 15. On page 117 in your book, you can follow along. It says points A, B, C, and E are coplanar. Coplanar means that they all lie in the same plane, A, B, C, and E. They all appear to lie in plane P. So my answer to that, can I assume it's true? I can. A, B, C, and E all are coplanar. Number 10. Huh? Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Better. Cool. Sorry about that. Thanks, Trevor. Number 10, you got that idea of perpendicular. Is the symbol for perpendicular, is line HC perpendicular to line GE? I'm going to say yes. I see that little right angle chair sitting there, that little right angle marking that shows that it's 90 degrees. It's sitting there between those lines. Seen that before. And then again, yesterday we had talked about how this upside down T has to do with two lines that intersect at a 90-degree angle. The idea that they're perpendicular to. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. Number 11, are points F, B, and G collinear? Do they line up, F, B, and G? Or do they all lie on the same line? Yeah, no, they don't. I can't even connect them with a line because they don't like line up in any kind of way that a ruler could lay on them and connect and extend for a line. The next question is line A, B parallel. Those double bars read parallel to. Is line AB parallel to GE, AB, and GE? I don't have enough information to find out if they are. I'd need to see another right angle mark at letter B, and I don't. So I'd have to assume that those two are not parallel to each other. Then we go into 13, 14, and 15, and these we have to make sketches. The first one says angle ABC needs to be an acute angle. Acute just means that it has to be smaller than 90. And I'm labeling it in the order A, B, C like this because B has got to be where the vertex is. B's got to be on the vertex. And then they go on and tell us that we need to bisect it by ray BE. So I'm going to start at B, and I did a pretty decent job making them look bisected, but we would actually need to write these congruence marks in here to show that that ray BE bisects it and you've created equal angles. So make sure you have equal angle markings. Number 14 wants angle CDE as a straight angle. Well, a straight angle is a line. So I just need to name it CDE. That's a straight angle. And it needs to be bisected by line DK. It needs to be bisected by line DK. There's a couple things that I'm going to put on here. Bisected by line DK. I'm going to put these markings right here to show that it has, oh, this is an angle. My bad. This is an angle. It's got to be bisected by that. Oh, actually, I'm going to make this even better. It's got to be bisected by that. Bisected means it got split into two 90-degree angles. I was putting bisected segments. That's not it. We're talking about a 180-degree straight angle. And then number 15, I think we got a couple planes in 15. Plane P and plane R intersect perpendicularly in line XY. And then we also have a ZW also lying in plane P. Now, this is kind of tricky. Avery had asked me about this, and we came up with a way to show this. If I make my planes with the idea that, what do I got? Plane P, plane R. If I make my planes with the idea that these planes are not intersecting in this way, like they're not intersecting like this, I'm trying to give the impression that my planes are intersecting like this. Like the edge of it is going to be, now this edge where they intersect is where I'm going to draw the line that they tell me they intersect at. What is that? XY. And then it was talking with Avery that I said I'm going to have to drop another little dash line through here to show that this is perpendicular. I've got to show somehow that it's perpendicular to each other, and I'm going to do that by dropping in a little dash line that's going down and showing that this is a right angle. So my dashed little line is lying in plane P. Oh, I also have to have another line in plane P. Is that? Oh, I gotta have to have a segment ZW. You know what? We could clean this one up. Let's put the Z here. Let's make this the segment that's perpendicular to, and then I've covered all my bases. Z is, I'm going to move it just so it doesn't seem, Z is actually in both planes, but it definitely is in plane P, and that helps us with that right angle. It had to be a segment. Now, I want you guys to go down to number 20. We're going to move on just a bit. You've got 16 through 19 equation solving, but I want you guys to take a look at 20, and then in your pink notes packet, properties of equality. Where are the properties of equality? I've got reflexive, symmetric, transitive properties of equality. Page 45 and 46 in your pink notes. I've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and substitution properties of equality. And then I also have, this reminds me of something on your quiz that I'm going to have to talk about. I also have symmetric, reflexive, transitive properties of equality. So page 45 and 46. If I look at number 20 and the way it reads, if LM equals RS and RS equals 25, then LM equals 25. I'm thinking the middleman in here is the RS. And I would name property for number 20, I would name that the transitive property. I would name that the transitive property. And then number 21 says AM is AM. That's just reflexive. Transitive and reflexive on 20 and 21. If you would turn over to 22, take a look at these properties. We got 22, 23, and 24. Might as well just wrap this up, knock it out. 22, 23, and 24. If angle 22 on page 118, if angle DEF is congruent to angle JKL, and then angle JKL is congruent to angle DEF. That's it. Symmetric property. I'm going to let you guys use your notes. There's no reason why you can't glance at these, but it's not going to help if you don't know where stuff is and how to access it fast. Number 23 reads angle C is angle C. It's the reflexive property. And then number 24, if MN equals PQ and PQ equals RS, then MN equals RS. That's transitive as well. And our PQ is the middleman. That one's transitive as well.